See, one thing I've come to understand is that from day one, everything around us has been teaching us about life. It's just left for you to refine it down to your own understanding. For example, if you grew up in African parents, if you grew up in an African home, you do know that when they serve you food, our parents be like, don't go for the meat first or finish the food. Sometimes they will remove the meat and just tell you to go for the meat, for the fish, for the food first. So when you finish the food, they give you the meat. So the meat is just like a reward, a sure one for that matter, and what you get for finishing the food. So the food is just the basics and the meat is your reward. I don't know if you get it. So what this basically mean, what this trades mean, Forex, is that if you put in the hard work, forget about the money. Just put in the hard work, the money is your sure reward. So without wasting much of your time, on my way going to work right now, I will share with you guys my chart and how I made $60 this week. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. I took 4 trades this week, 2 losses and 2 wins, and God gave me the 2 wins, and this is how the trade went. If you watched my video on Sunday, remember this zone, what I talked about this zone. We are expecting market to react from this zone and sell, but that didn't happen. So on Monday, I had this trade one on gold from the 1 hour time frame here. On the 1 hour time frame, I tried to catch this first trade here on buy, using this supply above supply zone as the magnet for the buy, but that didn't happen as market didn't just came back to tap into my entry. So I won't talk much about these trades. Let's just talk about the ones that activated and those that lost. So on this 1 hour time frame, after market broke the supply zone, it kept making higher highs and breaking structure to the upside. The first thing I did was to look for some kind of a magnet for price. That is, I was looking for a supply, another supply zone where markets could possibly be heading for, which I got here at the 4 hour time frame. This green box here is a 4 hour fair value gap zone that I marked out that price might be reacting to. So now having a magnet above, I start looking for trade. Now this 1 hour time frame is my higher time frame, the higher time frame I used for that intraday trade on gold. So going down to the 30 minutes time frame where I caught the trade. This trade is not complicated, there's not much concept in it. If you know my trade always very simple. So look, we had this higher high, low high, higher high, low high, a broke of structure to the high side. So this basically tells us that market is on an uptrend and is trending very, very strongly. So after we had this high, we started seeing some kind of consolidation in this 30 minutes time frame, but this consolidation is basically going to the upper side. So after this consolidation, we had a pull and then a break of structure. Then after we had this break of structure, market left me with this unmitigated demand zone with nice fair value gap, and this met up with my concept. That is where I placed my buy. Nothing much complicated. I placed my buy here, I placed my SL just below it, and went for 1:3. I didn't went all the way for this fair value gap. I went for the nearest resistance zone, which is this particular place here. And yeah, I know we do have a demand zone beneath this this my other demand zone. I know many people will call this an inducement, but if you call this an inducement, you are not wrong. But the reason why I ignored this is because I'm trading, I'm kind of scalping and intraday. I'm not interested in this supply and this demand zone because this is an extreme demand zone and would be good if only I want to swing this trade, but I don't want to swing the trade, so I left this area for future. I will use this area. If market comes back here and react in future, then we'll be buying from this particular zone. So that's it for trade 1. For trade 2, using the same concept, following the trend and not telling the trend what to do. They say the trend is your friend. So I will have this high here. After this demand zone was met, we had another high here, a break, a pullback, and then a break of structure to the upper side. After this break of structure occurred, we had an unmitigated demand zone with some kind of fair value gap here. So I was just basically following the trend with the lower time frame. So because market is in a strong pulling up, and yeah, you know, we have a magnet above, so I have a reason to be buying this market, and I have a zone that, yeah, when market get to it will react, and it's very, very crazy that market got there and started reacting. So because I have that in mind, I was just buying at every demand zone, every clear and neat demand zone that I find. So this is the demand zone 2, and I placed my SL beneath it, and this trade gave me I went for 1:2 on this trade. So now let's go down to the 5 minutes time frame. You might not notice this trade because only one candle did the job for me. Now on the lower time frame, which is the 5 minutes time frame, you can clearly see this demand zone, this sub demand zone here, and the break of structure, to the upper side. Now I went for 1:2. I didn't go all the way for 1:3. I went for 1:2, and you can see the reason why I call this a lucky trade, because just only one candle did the job for me. We had that tap here and the pull up. This candle did it for me. Just one candle. Had it been I wait for like 1:3, 1:4, or got greedy because of the trend, market would have probably cooked me up. So this second trade was a lucky trade, and I made $42 from this second trade. So that is it for gold. You see this gold trade, there's nothing complicated, just following the market trend. I'm buying from the safest demand zones, because market is an uptrend. I don't buy from every demand zone though, because this demand zone here, it's not valid for me. This one is not valid for me. I have some concept that demand zones have to meet before I buy it. I will discuss this concept maybe in this video or later. And the second trade that I took was on USDCAD. Second trade on USDCAD proves to us that nothing works 100% in trading. So basically, using the same concept that I trade, this up here, there was a low, we had a up, a low, up, breaking. Market was just basically breaking structure to the downside, telling me that this market is on a downtrend. On this 1 hour time frame, you can see that after market took us out, you still went to our direction, telling you that nothing works 100% of the times, and sometimes you might be correct, but market might just take you out before making that action move. So here's the trade explanation. So this is the trend. We had a high here, a low, a high, a break of that low, then we had this high and a break of this low, of this lowest point here. So when this market broke this lowest point here, it left us with an unmitigated supply zone above it. It left us with an unmitigated supply zone above it. And now I didn't want immediately to just click sell on this supply zone. I actually waited for some kind of double confirmation. So on the lower time frame, I used on this 30-minute time frame, you see, after market tapped into that supply zone above, I waited for structure to shift before I started placing my trade entries. And just like I anticipated, when market had this high, the first tap into this supply zone, pull back, have another and tap into that supply zone again, and then a break of structure. You see this particular candle, it's broke this structure here. See, that's the lower time frame break of structure that I was expecting, and I was looking out for to start selling this market. So after that, after this break of structure happened, it's left us with an unmitigated supply zone with fair value gap as well. So I placed my sell limit order above. I also have some kind of confluence on this 30 minutes time frame. You see this equal highs here. Market had an equal high here, so giving me some kind of confluence giving me some kind of confidence that market will come back in the future to clear this equal highs and tap into my supply zone. It's so sad that market tapped into our supply zone, reacted a little bit, took us out, and came back for our take profit. That's just a normal thing you see every day in market, and you guys will learn how to chest it. So my second loss was on NZD/USD. This week I tried to catch this trade like 2 times after it gave me a take profit here. I tried to catch it like 2 times, it kept missing me. But this is the particular trade where I lost. So let me just explain this trade for you guys. On the 4-hour time frame, you see this is a weekly fair value gap. After market soaked into this weekly fair value gap, this zone, this box here, I don't know if you can see it, weekly fair value gap, I was waiting for market to shift in structure, that is change structure, change a market pattern to the upside, so I could start buying. For this zone here, this line that I marked out here is a point of interest and the place that I'm expecting market to get in future. And just like anticipated, market started changing pattern. We had this high, a low that didn't came back to take out this low. We had a break of structure to the upside, a pullback, another break of structure to the upside, a pullback, and another break to this upside, which is where I try to catch my buys. Now this buy is from the lower time frame, which I'm going to explain down to the lower time frame. So I'm just trying to tell you on this 4-hour time frame, this 4-hour time frame is where the trade built from. So basically you see that we are an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. So let's go down on the lower time frame. So this is what I saw on the 1-hour time frame that made me took this trade. Is when we had this high, remember on the 4-hour time frame we are trending high, we had this high, a pullback, a high, a pullback, a high, pullback. So market is basically going up on this 1 hour time frame. Market is also doing the same thing with the 4 hour time frame. Then all of a sudden we had this sweep of this low. Market pullback again and still swept this low here. Though this sweep looks like a reversal, but because I know the 4 hour time frame, I know what the 4 hour time frame is telling me, I strongly was waiting for a buy. I was just looking for buys on this 1 hour time frame. So using that same concept, I was waiting for market to also change structure on this lower time frame to the upper side so I could start buying. And market did that here. After this low, after the sweep of this place and this low, market broke structure to this high here. Market broke this high here. You see, market broke this high here, leaving us with an unmitigated demand zone with some kind of fair value gap, which is where I placed my trade. You see, on the lower time frame too, we had this demand zone here too, but this is an inducement zone, just like I marked it out. It's an inducement zone. But yeah, nothing works 100% of the time in this forex market. Markets came back, took us out, and just doing its thing. So that's just the trade for this week. I'm out of market for the week because of this FOMC news of the thing. I'm just waiting to see what the outcome will look like, and yeah, after that I will be looking for more trades, just more 2 trades, and I'm off the market for the week. We keep pushing, no matter how hard it is. We keep pushing, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to this community. As of the time of making this video, this community is at 45 subscribers. Let me know how many subscribers you met it at, and please do not forget to subscribe and get us to that 100 subscribers. See you guys on my next video.
But we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.